Hello, this is a quick tutorial to show you how to start organizing and presenting your course content. So if you've been watching the videos so far, you've learned how to create new content links or menu links so that students can access different content as well as Blackboard tools such as the discussion board or journals, etc. Today we're going to talk about how to create folders so that we can start organizing content. So under content, generally something like course content or class materials or modules or whatever you decide to call this link, that will go to a content area where you start organizing your content. And so the best way to do that is to create folders for the big chunks, whether it's a module or week 1 or chapter 1 or unit 1, etc. And then within that folder, you'll provide content for that specific chunk of time. So I created 3 different folders here just so that you can see different ways to present a folder. It can be something as simple as just naming the folder. You could provide what you hope to accomplish within that chunk of time or content. And you can make it even more eye-catching with an image that sort of gives you a feeling about what that content is going to be about. All right, so building a folder is very simple. You just put your mouse over build content. It's the first link in the second column. So under new page, you just click content folder. And all you need to do is name it. Okay, so I'm just going to give it a different name so that you can have a different example. All you have to do is that. Okay, by default, it's available to students, so you don't have to give any kind of explanation. Anytime you build anything in a content area, it always goes to the bottom of the list of what you currently have available. So that's why it's way down here. So it can be as simple as that. So I just want to show you how we added more content to that particular folder creation. If I put my mouse over the name of the item and click the arrow and choose edit, it brings me to the same page that I saw when I first created a folder, right? So the name, that text box, and anything else. So for this one, I just added a little bit of text, all right? And so I pasted this in here, or you can type it right in there, and then you could use formatting. You can see that I highlighted that material and used the numbering. Also, you can see that it's size 4 font. By default, it's size 3, and I find that to be kind of small, so let's take a look at that. We changed it back to the default size. It's kind of small, and so all you have to do is highlight it, click here, and choose 4. Okay, you could also use color for your text, etc. All different formatting options here. All right, so we just named it and then put a little explanation for the folder. So I'm just going to click submit. And then next, I've added an image to further explain what's going to happen in this content area. So again, I'll just edit that and show you how I did that. In this case, I put this information in a table because once you start adding images, depending on what browser you or your students are using, it could be displayed a little bit differently. So it's just a little bit safer to have it in a table for some kind of consistency. The image otherwise could kind of show up anywhere, a little bit different places. So that's this tool. This is the table tool. And I just said I wanted it to be 2 columns. This is the default 2 and 2, but I said 2 columns but 3 rows. All right, and then you would just click insert. All right, and so what I did, I'm going to expand this text box so it's easier to see. All right, so it's 3 rows, 2 columns, and then I just highlighted these 3 cells and merged them so I could put one image in one big cell and keep these rows for the different content areas that we'd be talking about. All right, and so for this image, I just used this attach image or insert image tool, and I had this image on my desktop and inserted in the table. Okay, so that's all there was to that. So I'm just going to close this back down to the text box, and then I click submit. All right, so you can display your folders in different ways. Next, we'll be talking about how to create content within your folders. All right, so if I go in folder, just click the name of the folder, then you start adding your materials for the folders, okay? But we'll save that for another tutorial. All right, if you have any questions about how to build a folder in Blackboard, don't hesitate to contact the TLC. Thank you.